भी
that was a fan moment for me.
what the heck? I'm so jealous. I am now jealous in NBS because, I've been telling you, and you've been going to the concerts also. I've been watching. I watch your story.
I had two fan moments.
Okay.
One was me and Seema were honeymooning in Vegas.
Okay.
And I was a huge fan at that time of Demi Moore.
Oh, I love
Like she was
उसकी आवाज तुम्हारी तरह है ना
उसकी आवाज
बारी
बहुत
बारी आवाज है उसकी
तो मैं और
खूबसूरत भी
सीमा
बहुत
एक
है।
स्टोर में वेगस में हम जा रहे थे और तो इस तरह आयल्स होती हैं और पिछली आयल से एक आवाज आई और ये जो आपने आवाज की बात की सीमा ने
You knew
कहा
it.
कैन यू टेल दिस वॉइस एंड I कहा उफ and then we went and it was Demi Moore.
Wow.
That was way back in 1997.
Look at your face right now. You're
मैं
like
देखा,
a
I'm
little
blushing.
boy. I swear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I shook hands and there was no camera
Right,
phone at
yeah.
that time. So yeah, that was a good fan moment for me.
Right.
And of course, India में बहुत हुए. Amitabh Bachchan साहब,
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan since childhood.
Okay.
And then the only time I meet him was on stage and we were performing together.
Okay.
And I said, sir, I can't believe it, but I'm a huge fan. So he was very polite and he said, हम भी आपके गाने बड़े शौक से सुनते हैं.
Nice. Nice. Wow. So any other, I mean, what is your favorite Western band? Is it a band? Is it a solo artist?
It's U2.
It's
Has
you
always
too.
been.
Okay.
Yeah, so U2 has always been. These days it's Coldplay.
Yeah, me too. So
but-
basically you like rock bands.
Pop rock bands.
Pop rock bands. So it's pop and rock mixed
Mix,
together. But मैं जब देखती हूँ तो बैंड तो खत्म ही हो गए ना मैं तो अब ये
Yeah.
भी हालात
So
आ
bands,
गए हैं।
I think, are over now
Yeah.
because unless they do a lot of collaborations,
Right.
because people are changing, people want
Music has
different
changed.
sound
Yeah.
all the time. They don't want. जिस ज़माने में हम 90s की बात कर रहे हैं उस वक्त हमारा दिल चाहता था कि अगर वाइटल साइंस का साउंड है तो हम कहते थे यार ये दोबारा हमें यही साउंड सुनना है वो कब नई एल्बम रिलीज करेंगे बट नाउ पीपल आर इन दैट जोन दैट ओके दे हैव हर्ड अ साउंड दे से ओके नाउ आई नीड समथिंग डिफरेंट
Different new.
सो अ बैंड with their identity or with their signature sound
Right. Yeah.
cannot repeat the same sound.
Okay.
So you have
Okay.
to
You have
come
to
up with
change
something
it.
new.
And also with the emergence of DJs.
Yes.
This is what my son said to me one day. मैंने कहा बेटा मैं तुम्हें ना इन ट्रिप्स पे नहीं ले जा सकूंगी मेरे पास जब मैं I'll get old and I won't be able to afford it. And he said, Mama, I'll take you on my plane. I will take you on my jet plane. And I looked at him and because that's how big DJs are.
Yeah.
In the world. And we were together at the Tiesto concert.
Yeah.
And when Turan was performing, and you realize that but also people don't understand. Still, Pakistan में भी concept DJ का नहीं उनको समझ आया कि DJ जो है music
Because I think we don't have those venues. We don't have that culture.
Production नहीं उनको ये भी नहीं
Exactly.
पता मुझे भी नहीं पता था I was just jahil कि I thought कि DJ है वो मैं पार्टी पे बुलाती हूँ वो आके किसी और का म्यूजिक बजा के चले जाते हैं but the concept of producing and making music and getting the artist on board and collaborating on different sounds is something that is still I think not so much here in Pakistan और जब तक वो आएगा मेरे ख्याल में कहीं और पहुंच गया होगा music like you said.
But I think with now Spotify and streaming services, now we are able to, the today's generation is able to access everything.
Are you on Spotify?
I am.
Are you making money from it?
Yeah.
थोड़े आते हैं ज़्यादा नहीं आते लेकिन आते
हैं ना आने से
गाने
तो
भी
ना आने से तो बेहतर है
I agree with you.
क्योंकि जब हम एल्बम्स रिलीज करते थे उस ज़माने में जब हम लेबल कंपनी के पास जाते तो कहते थे कि भाई एल्बम तो आपकी बिक रही है लेकिन ज़्यादातर पायरेटेड है ओरिजिनल तो हम आपको रॉयल्टी कैसे दें
पैसे नहीं मिलते थे
और वो कहते थे कि बाकी सारी
वो खत्म हो गई कहानी एंड यू थिंक इट्स अ गुड थिंग ना
इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग और उस ज़माने में आपकी एल्बम अगर पाकिस्तान में रिलीज हुई है तो पाकिस्तान से बाहर उस तरह जाती थी कि कोई अपने साथ ले जाता था और वो अपने दोस्तों को देता था तो आप सोचें कि आपकी एल्बम कोरिया में या ताइवान में तो किसी के पास नहीं होगी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 90s बट टुडे इफ यू रिलीज अ म्यूजिक इट्स एवरीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड
BTS है तो वो इतना फेमस वो तो वर्ल्ड फेमस हो गया
so this is a big advantage for our new generation that people can from all over the world can access
sounds.
एंड वी आर
Yeah.
उस जमाने में हम ग्राफिटी ज्यादा करते थे अपनी कैसेट पे जाके नए गाने अंग्रेजी जो भी आते थे वो रिकॉर्ड करवा के क्योंकि कोई एक्सेस नहीं था.
Graffiti. They were the ones who did my first show. So I was very lucky, mashallah se, because Abbu used to fly. So अब्बू जाते थे और वहाँ से सारा म्यूजिक ले आते थे. So I have all the old album. I have like Beatles के records, all of that.
What
And
was your first album that you went crazy सुन के?
Eagles. Eagles.
अच्छा, mine first was Thriller.
Thriller. I mean, I'm Michael Jackson. मुझे इतना Thriller, I like it a lot, obviously, but for me, I think it was always going back to rock music. I always enjoyed the Sound of America and Boston, these bands. So I was always more into that. And lyrics-wise, I mean, I think it's the second most selling album. I think Thriller is the biggest, and then I think Eagles ki jo greatest hits hain. They're the biggest selling album ever. I mean, second big. This is what I know from, I don't know, from data. So for me, Eagles was it. And then we used to tape the Top of the Pops and bring them for us. So we were the most popular kids in school. Like आप कह रहे हैं ना, किसी के पास म्यूजिक होता नहीं था, हमारे पास आता था.
I had a similar situation too because my brothers
Yeah.
used to send me VHS of VH1 recording and MTV recording.
Yeah.
और फिर वो यहाँ आती थी और उसमें मैं सारे गाने Lewis and the News and सबके गाने होते थे.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
So this is how we used to collect music, guys. This is our generation.
Yeah.
And how passionate we were.
So now
about it. Yeah.
people have access to all
Right.
kinds of music.
Right.
According to some data,
Yeah.
there's 100,000 songs uploaded on Spotify every day,
Wow.
which means 3 million
And
songs.
कितने लोगों को opportunity भी है. Opportunity होगी ना कि everybody can be
Yeah.
now an artist, and if anybody can have their own channel, anybody can have their own. So it's like everyone can have a podcast, everyone can have a voice now.
Yes.
It's
So of course इसका एक वो भी है disadvantage that there are so many people that it becomes very difficult.
to know.
But again, going back in 90s, कम लोग थे लेकिन आपका access आपके पास था ही नहीं. It was very difficult.
Right. Okay. So now we've talked about this, and you were obviously part of Pepsi Battle of the Bands as well.
Yes.
I mean, out of the new sound, I mean, you've worked with Taha and Jom, and you've worked with these guys as well. वो Coke Studio के लिए किया था ना आपने, वो अलग गाना. But so who do you like? I mean, there's so many out there, like Hassan Rahim hai,
So I really
Manu
liked
hai.
the new EP of Hassan Rahim. अभी recently release हुई है, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that.
Okay.
I really like Abdul Hanan.
I like him too. Turan also loves him.
I really like Shamoon Ismail.
Yeah, I like him.
I really liked the new album by Talha Anjum. It's like
They're so
Good
popular.
Night,
Do you know how popular they are across the border?
Yeah, they are very popular.
They're huge.
Yeah.
And it's also it's also the street voice now. Tala और उनकी जो street voice है ना, it's rap, so it's also again it's not even rebellious. It's about bringing things forward, which comes from
Being what
their
you
culture.
are. Yeah, जो
and
वो
their
हैं.
culture.
And
you know?
I think it's great to see Pakistani musicians again.
Yeah.
You know that era. The platforms have changed.
Right.
In 90s we had MTV Asia to
Right.
promote
Exactly.
us. Now they have Spotify to
Yeah.
take them to places, which is great. So yeah, I think ज़माने बदलते जाएंगे, platforms बदलते जाएंगे, लेकिन hopefully Pakistani music
Do you
will.
know, I have a iPod. सबसे बड़ा iPod था ना, उसमें कोई मेरे ख्याल में 32,000 गाने आते हैं. तो I took it to Tappo one day, and उसमें मैंने 3-4 दिन लगाया उसको भर दिया है. I never got rid of it. Even उसका जो speaker है वो Bosch का, वो भी पड़ा हुआ है. तो हाँ, वो telling me, Mama, you don't need this anymore. And actually it took me a long time to realize I don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Because all that stuff. And Tappo said मैं तो सब डाल दिया Spotify पे. तो उसकी भी जो अपनी selections थे या उसकी playlist थी वो भी, उसके अलावा सारे artists की भी. But कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो कि महफिलों में होती हैं,
हाँ.
जो कि आप रिपीट नहीं कर पाते. कुछ एक कैसेट है मेहदी हसन की जिस पे मैं कॉलेज में पेंट करती थी, बिकॉज वो दोहरा उन्होंने वो एक जो नज़म थी या जो भी गज़ल थी उसको दोबारा मेरे ख्याल में 1 घंटे तक एक ही चल रही थी, you know, because of the mahal and the atmosphere, or maybe the people. And I'd never heard any man like that. I'd never heard anything like that ever in a recording. So that, I think, in a way, is something that Because how much can you record professionally in a mehfal? You can't.
Yeah.
You know, but that feeling and that passion and even those verses, I'd never heard those verses before. मैंने कहा, ये कहाँ से आ रहे?
क्योंकि उस ज़माने में बहुत सारी चीज़ें अनवर अंकल के पास भी ऐसी मौजूद हैं जो उन्होंने कभी सुनाई हमें, और वो आपने कभी भी नहीं सुनी क्योंकि उसमें कोई नया अंतरा होता था
Exactly.
जिसके वर्ड्स बिल्कुल नए होते थे, और वो शायद उन्होंने सिर्फ उसी महफिल में या उसी परफॉर्मेंस पे परफॉर्म, तो वो बहुत होता था उस ज़माने में.
Exactly.
ऑफ कोर्स वक्त चेंज होता जा रहा है, एवरीथिंग इज चेंजिंग,
Yeah.
बट इट्स गुड. आई टेक इट एज very positive. I am again now back to doing music, so I am going through all the challenges which I feel for a person like me who's been a 30-year-old veteran, it's a new space for me.
Yeah.
People ask me that as a musician, what advice will you give to new
Young people, huh?
I say I don't have anything to give because
They have to tell me.
yeah, that everything is
I have to grow
what
with
I
it.
know, it's all
Yeah.
irrelevant now.
Yeah.
So I need to learn, and that learning process keeps me curious, keeps me motivated.
Yeah.
And that's how.
What about your children? Let's two boys.
Two
वो
boys.
क्या सुनते हैं?
So Arman, he's 24.
Okay.
He's in New York
Wow,
right now,
mashallah.
and he grew up with strings music.
Okay.
And what I was listening
Right.
at that time. So he's more into, pop rock.
Okay.
तो strings का music भी है, तो Coldplay भी है, तो U2 भी है, Keen and
ठीक
that
है.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
Gibran was, he lived more in Dubai. So he's a more like today's kid.
Yeah.
And he's more into DJs. So I think he, in a year, if he goes and see 10 performances, 9 will be DJs. शायद एक हो
वो
जो
फेस्टिवल्स में जाता है, EDM फेस्टिवल्स में जाता है, ठीक है. So वो भी I mean, he's still in Dubai?
He's in Toronto, University of Toronto. He's
Achha, that's a
studying
good
there.
school, very good
He's
school.
studying there.
Achha.
He's in third year.
And what is Arman doing?
Arman graduated and he's now working in New York for a startup.
That's
so
great.
it's been
Wow,
1.5
good for
year.
you, mashallah.
Very good for
बच्चे भी sorted, बच्चे
अल्लाह
भी
का शुक्र है कि
अच्छे,
बस-
और कॉलेज और फिर अच्छे यूनिवर्सिटीज और अच्छे
So me and my wife are back into
empty nest.
empty nesters. We're
Empty
enjoying.
nest होता है, फिर वो फिर से रोमांस, इसीलिए वो वीडियो बना है.
Yeah.
Because it's that, rekindling and suddenly you don't know what to do with yourself, right?